Hi class, and welcome to CIS278 Datacom Communication, or Datacom Concepts 2, I should say. This is a continuation of CIS179. Now in 179 you learned a lot of theory, OSI model, a lot about protocols that operate within that OSI model, and then some basic subnetting. We're going to get into more advanced versions of subnetting as well as some offshoots from subnetting, supernetting, for example, wildcards, and so on. We'll get into all that in the first 3 weeks. One thing that's very different this quarter from what I've done in previous quarters is this quarter we have Zoom sessions. They are required Zoom sessions. Every Tuesday from 6 to 7:50. This is to simulate a classroom situation. The school has asked that for courses who haven't gone through a certain set of vetting for fully online courses, that we continue to have those class meeting times. And so we will be doing that this quarter. This first Tuesday, that is to say, let me see, what is today? Today is the 20th, so this first Tuesday on the 22nd we'll have our first meeting together, and during that time I will talk you through Module 0 and Module 1, so we'll learn a little more about how to get through the course. In order to get to that Zoom session, you can go to the course home. I did send everybody an email, but if you happen to miss it, if you go to the course home here, and no, it's not in the course home. I'm sorry. Let's go back to content. I forgot where I put these things. In Module 0. Here we go. The Zoom meeting link. And when you click this link, it will take you directly to the Zoom session. If you don't already have Zoom downloaded on your computer, you'll have to download it the first time. You may need this passcode 278, although I think it's embedded in the link, but you may, if you need a passcode, just use 278. Very easy to remember, the name of the course, CIS 278. So this one is just a direct link to it. This is the standing invitation, which I sent out by email to everybody, but in case you don't remember that email or didn't see it, this is the information that tells all about, not only gives you the link to get into it, to join the Zoom meeting right here, but also allows you to set up your calendar with this link, and tells you how to dial in if you are joining by phone. So all that information is right here. So help yourself to this information if you lost your email, you can't find it, or each week when you're ready to join the Zoom session, you can just go to this Module 0 and you'll find that link right here or inside this. So as we get into our first Zoom session on Tuesday, we'll talk about the syllabus and the general discussion area, and we'll also talk our way through Module 1. But just for those of you who want to get a quick start, here's what Module 1 looks like. The video, this is the video you're looking at right now. Well, it will be. I'll be replacing it. This was from the previous class. And then a Module 1 intro, which just gives us information about what we'll be studying in week 1. And we'll be studying we'll be reviewing the OSI model, hardware in various locations in the OSI model, various layers, protocols in those layers, major network classes, and so on. This week you'll be reading my notes on internetworking review, Ethernet and data encapsulation, cabling, and then Lamley Chapter 1 and Lamley Chapter 2. And then you'll have 3 assignments. This assignment 1, assignment 2, and then I should say 2 assignments and a quiz. Most of the information is taken from the notes for the quizzes, although do read these chapters. If for some reason you couldn't get the textbook for this quarter, and you'll see the textbook, the name of the textbook in the syllabus as well as in the bookstore online web page, if you can't get the book for some reason, let me know. Or if you can't afford the book, let me know, and we'll work something out. It turns out that I don't use the textbook in this course as much as I do in some other courses. And so there are ways to work around it. Mostly we'll be using the information you learn in the labs, as well as my sets of notes that you'll see in the course itself. So that's what's in this Module 1 intro here. Let's go back here for a moment to Notes and Resources. Here are those notes on Internetworking Review, Ethernet Data Encapsulation Review, and then the network cabling notes. Here's a discussion forum where we can get to know each other. This is not a graded discussion. Now down here in labs and assignments, I've got, here's those 2 assignments. In the past I had these on Word documents that you had to upload. Now I've incorporated them, at least for the first week. I don't know about next week and the third week, but at least in the first week I've gotten them incorporated into D2L itself. Although take note here on this one that you'll have to wait for me to manually grade it because there are a lot of essay style answers in it. So I'll have to grade that, and I typically grade on Mondays. Finally, the quiz. You'll find the quiz right here in the quiz. So you notice I've broken all these out this way every week. So join me on Tuesday, if you will, and again, the link you'll find in the Module 0 Class Vitals. You'll notice as we look down through here that not everything is updated yet. For example, this still says March and April. That was from the last class. I haven't updated those dates yet. So I kind of, and I always do this every quarter in all my classes, I kind of keep a little bit ahead of you, and some things will be changing now from what they were in the past. So for example, this Module 8 routing RIP protocol and EIGRP protocol will not be in this quarter. So these will be changing, and this course is constantly under change because, let's face it, Cisco is constantly changing what they want us to learn. And so I try to keep it up to date with Cisco's desires and what in line with what the Cisco formula is for the topics that they want us to teach. So that's that. We will be changing this as we go, and most of it will be the same. For the most part, actually the best way to see what's going on is to look at the syllabus, and at the bottom of the syllabus you'll see the schedule. This is pretty up to date. In fact, it is up to date as far as I know. These are the assignments, the readings, the notes, and so on that we'll be doing each week in this class. This is a little bit shorter class. I had to throw some things out, but that's okay, because it turns out that Cisco has retired certain things. They have retired, for example, teaching RIP and EIGRP. You'll learn about what those are later. And so I have retired them from this course, or at least this 8-week version of the course. So this is a better way to find out what's going on than looking back at, if it'll go back here again, then looking back at this thing here, the D2L, because this I'll be updating as we go. All right, I'll stop talking now, and we'll see you Tuesday. That is a mandatory meeting. Attendance is required, and each week it will be required, and your participation points or attendance points, same thing in this class, will be based on that. And by the way, I apologize for the glare in the glasses. Not much I can do about it because of the riser that sits in front of me here. I can't get lighting, very good lighting in here. So all you get is the lighting from the screen. So I apologize for that. You'll see that a lot in many of my videos. You will see many of my videos this quarter. All right, let me shut it off here, and we'll see you Tuesday night.